Hi, hello, and how do you do? We all welcome you. This is where we sing and play and learn new things each day. Hi, hello.
Hello everyone, hope you all are good and safe at home. Welcome back to the educational channel. Dear students, in the previous class we have been discussing our 6th chapter that is called Bella and the Bear. It is a Russian folk tale and we have completed few paragraphs. In this video we are going to study remaining reading 6 paragraphs, explanation and new words. So, this is the second part of this chapter. So, here you can see the list of meaning of new words. Take the screenshot and write it down in your English notebook. So, without further delay, let us start our remaining paragraphs. Next paragraph. So, before going to start reading, you should keep your textbook in front of you and put your finger. Ha ha, he cried. You will make a fine servant for me, my pretty one. Holding the frightened Bella roughly by the arm, he dragged her to his cottage in the depths of the dark wood. Once inside, he growled at her, "Now stoke the fire, cook some porridge, and make my home clean and tidy." So here, ha ha ha, he cried. He means here bear cried. When the bear saw to the Bella, then he became very happy because of thinking he got a fine servant for him. He got a fine servant for him. That was Bella. Is it? So that he became very happy and he said that, ha ha ha, you will make a fine servant for me. You are my fine servant for me. I got a fine servant for me, my pretty one. Who said this? The bear. Next, holding the frightened Bella means here the bear was holding frightened means very tightly roughly holding the Bella by the arm. The bear dragged her to his cottage. The bear has taken to the Bella in his cottage. It was depth of the dark wood. And then inside the cottage, bear growled at her. Here growled means what? Making threatening sound. To become afraid to Bella, that very loudly he said to the Bella, shouted to the Bella, what? He shouted to the Bella, now stoke the fire. When she entered in the cottage, when the bear dragged into the cottage, the bear said that, now stoke the fire, you are my fine servant, stoke the fire and cook some porridge and make my home, that cottage, clean and tidy. So the bear ordered to Bella as a owner of that cottage. Next paragraph. The happy-go-lucky and carefree Bella spent miserable days in the bear's cottage. Day after day she toiled from dawn to dusk, afraid the bear would eat her. All the while she made plans of how she could escape. Finally an idea came to her. So it has gone day by day. Happy-go-lucky means a person with happy, carefree temperament. So that was a temporary. It is going day by day. Again next morning again he ordered to her, stock the fire, cook some porridge, and it become carefree. Bella spent means without caring. As a servant he spent miserable means very unhappy days spent. She spent very unhappy, very bad days in her bear's cottage, and day after day she toiled means to she worked very hard and her controlled her, and she become tired because down to dusk means here morning to evening she working without rest. She worked very hard in that cottage because she afraid of that bear could eat her. So that she toiled means she toiled, taken trouble from down to dusk to working as a servant. All the while she made plans. By that time she made one plan how to escape from that place. So finally all the while she made plans of how she could escape. So while in that situation she is suffering from that traveling very unhappy days. In that situation she has to escape from that place. So she was thinking and she was making plans. Then finally she got an idea, and let us see what was that. So next paragraph. Mr. Bear, she said politely, may I go home for a day to show my grandparents I am alive and well? So she presented that idea, produced that idea, what she called Mr. Bear, very silent, very polite, very calmly, as a requesting she said that Mr. Bear, may I go home for a day to show my grandparents I am alive and well? Then next paragraph. Certainly not, growled the bear. You can never leave from here. If you have a message from them, for them, I will take it myself. So when she asked politely to bear, the bear growled. Here growled means what? Making very sound, making very bad sound, like a thundering sound. Certainly not means very loudly. The bear said, certainly not. You can never leave from this place. If you have any message, anything to send to forward them, I will take it myself. But you no need to go leave from this place. Who said this? The bear said. He refused to that request. Who? The bear. Next. That was just what Bella had planned. She baked some cherry cakes, piled them high upon a dish, and fetched a big basket. Then she called the bear. So that was certainly not. She waiting for that order because she made the plan. It will be easy to say that one. So she was waiting. Bear could say like this, certainly not. If you have any message, I will take it myself. So she was waiting that answer to produce her plan. So then she went inside the cottage and she baked some cherry cakes and piled means made the layer them and high upon a dish and fetched a big basket. So Bella baked some cherry cakes and put them high upon a dish. Means they fetched means here she put those all layer cakes in a big basket. Then she called the bear. Next, Mr. Bear, I will put the cakes in this basket for you to carry home. Remember though, don't open the basket and don't touch the cakes. I will be keeping an eye on you from the cottage roof. So then she called the bear and she said that, Mr. Bear, so if you wanted to give himself a message to my grandfather, so that I put all the cakes in this basket for you to carry to my home. So be remember, but one condition: in the middle of the road you should not be open the basket and don't touch the cakes. For you I will give separately here, but you don't open those cakes, don't see, don't eat, don't touch those cakes which are in the basket. So I will be keeping, means I will be watching you on your cottage roof. So then when she said next, all right my pretty one, grumbled the bear, I will take a short nap before I go. Okay, I will send these cakes to your grandparents. So before that, I will take a short nap before I go. Before going to send those cakes, I want to take a short nap. Means I want to take rest. So next, as soon as the bear went to sleep, Bella quickly climbed onto the roof and made a lifelike figure out of a pole, her coat and head scarf. Then she scrambled down, squeezed into the basket and pulled the dish of cherry cakes over her head. When the bear awake and saw the basket ready, he hoisted it onto his broad back and set off for the village. So when the bear went to sleep, suddenly Bella climbed onto the roof and she made lifelike figure. Here lifelike figure means as it looks like that figure, that body looks like as Bella. So she made a lifelike figure out of a pole by using the pole stick. Pole means stick, her coat and her head scarf. So those things she put on that lifelike figure and she made that lifelike figure. It looked like Bella. It looked like as a Bella. So then she came down and squeezed into the basket. Squeeze means went down into the basket and pulled the dish of cherry cakes over the head, and she held those cakes over her head in the basket. So when the bear woke up and saw the basket ready, he hosted means she went, it hosted means he took the bear took that basket onto his broad back and set off for the village. The bear become set off means they become ready for the village, go to village. Next, through the woods he ambled with his load, and the basket was a little heavy even for the big bear. Stopping by a tree stump, he sank down to rest. He decided to eat a cherry cake, but just as he was about to open the basket, he heard Bella's voice. Don't sit there all day and don't you touch those cakes. So when he was set off for the village by holding that basket onto his broad back, and then when he was going, ambled means here to walk slowly with his load. He was going, and the basket was become very heavy even for the big prawn, big bear. For big bear, it's become very heavy because in that basket not only cakes but also Bella was there in that basket. But bear didn't know. The bear thought that she will be on the roof and she was watching to the bear, to him, and stopping by a tree stump. When the bear saw a tree stump, he stopped and sank down. He sat down. He wanted to sat down to rest, and he wanted to eat a cherry cake in that basket. So just then he wanted to open that basket. Suddenly he heard Bella's voice. Then the Bella's voice, he heard that voice. What was that? Don't sit there all day and don't you touch those cakes. So the bear thought that it was that voice coming from his cottage roof, but that voice will come from that basket, is it? So we will stop here. I hope you understood these paragraphs. Remaining paragraphs we will discuss in the next video. Okay children, now I am going to explain briefly by showing the pictures. So look at the picture. When the bear saw to the Bella, he became very happy and he said, ha ha ha, I got a fine servant to me. That was Bella, the pretty one, my pretty one. And that bear holding her roughly, and he pulled her to his cottage, and that was in the depth, and the bear ordered to make some porridge and clean his cottage. Then she is suffering from very badly in that, and in that situation she got an idea how to escape from that place. Then she called bear and she said politely, may I go to my home only one day to show my parents I am alive and well. Then bear refused to go. Certainly not, you should not go. If you have any message, I will take it myself. Then she wanted that answer. Then she made cakes and piled them in high upon a dish and fetched means go and bring into that basket, put into that basket. Then she said that these are the cakes in this basket for you to carry to home, and remember you should not be open that basket and touch the cakes. And then accepted. The bear accepted. Then 7, he wanted to go after a short nap, taking short nap. Then suddenly she went upside and she made lifelike figure, and she came downside and squeezed into the basket and pulled that dish cherry on over her head. Then when the bear woke up, that bear took that basket and put it on his broad back and set out for the village. Then he wanted to become tired. He sat down to take rest, and he wanted to eat cherry cake. Then suddenly, when he opened that basket, suddenly heard the voice, Bella's voice, don't sit there, and don't touch those cakes. So the bear was confused where it was coming. So then he thought that it was coming from his cottage roof, Bella's voice. But he didn't know Bella was in that basket. Is it? So this is the brief explanation about the story. I hope you understood. So take down the homework, write the meaning of new words in your textbook, in your notebook, and read the whole lesson and meaning of new words. Is it clear? Okay, we will meet in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Thank you, my dear students.